Today, Luzon is home to bustling cities and millions of people. But around 67,000 years ago, it was wild, untouched, and cut off from the rest of the world by wide stretches of ocean. Even during the Ice Age, when sea levels were much lower, Luzon was still an island, meaning anyone who reached it had to cross open water. That single fact already makes Homo Luzonensis a mystery, because it suggests that somehow ancient humans made an ocean voyage long before we thought such a thing was possible. Our story begins in Callao Cave, a limestone cavern in the northern part of Luzon. For years, locals had known of the cave, but in 2007, a team led by archaeologist Armin Midgers made an extraordinary find. A small foot bone, a single metatarsal, that was unlike anything they had seen before. It didn't match modern humans. It didn't match Neanderthals. And it didn't fit any known species of our genus Homo. At first, scientists were cautious. One strange bone wasn't enough to claim a new species. But over the next few years, more pieces were found, teeth, finger bones, and more foot bones, all from at least 3 individuals, adults, and a child. And when the fossils were dated, between 50,000 and 67,000 years old, the mystery deepened. The fossils were small. So small that the people they belonged to likely stood just over 4 feet tall. Their teeth were tiny, their jaws delicate. But under the microscope, their bones revealed something astonishing, a mix of very ancient and very modern traits. Their curved finger bones hinted at climbing, as if they still spent time in the trees, a behavior we associate with species millions of years older. But their legs and toes suggested they walked upright, like us. Their teeth were shaped unlike any other humans known, small like ours, but rooted like ancient ancestors. It was a biological mosaic, part primitive, part modern, unlike anything science had ever seen. In 2019, after years of study, researchers officially named them Homo Luzonensis. If Homo Luzonensis lived on Luzon, an island with no land bridge to Asia, how did they get there? Did they accidentally drift across on vegetation rafts during storms? Or did they build something, a primitive boat or raft, to cross the sea deliberately? For decades, scientists believed only modern Homo sapiens had the intelligence and tools to cross the ocean intentionally. But the discovery of Homo floresiensis, the so-called hobbit species on the island of Flores in Indonesia, and now Homo luzonensis, suggests otherwise. It seems that long before our own species spread across the world, other kinds of humans were already exploring it, reaching islands we thought were beyond their capability. For most of the 20th century, the story of humanity was told as a straight line. From ape-like ancestors in Africa, to Homo erectus, to us, modern humans. But discoveries like Homo luzonensis have shattered that simple picture. It wasn't a straight line, it was a tangled bush. Around 50,000 years ago, several human species may have shared this planet. Homo sapiens, our species. Neanderthals in Europe. Denisovans in Asia. Homo floresiensis in Indonesia. And Homo luzonensis in the Philippines. Each was human in its own way, thinking, surviving, evolving, but none identical. They were experiments of nature, each adapted to their own world. Where did Homo luzonensis come from? Did they descend from Homo erectus, the ancient travelers who left Africa almost 2 million years ago? Or were they part of a separate lineage, evolving in isolation for hundreds of thousands of years? And perhaps the biggest mystery, what happened to them? We may never know. But what's clear is that the story of human evolution is far richer, more complex, and more mysterious than we ever imagined. Every fossil, every bone, every small discovery reminds us we were never alone. The tiny bones found deep in a Philippine cave may not look like much,